Okay, so for your work, I want you to complete questions 1 and 2 on page 93, and they're practice exercises 8.2 on axial symmetry. Okay, I'm just going to do the first one here for you, and I'm going to let you do the second one yourselves. Now, so the first one is this image of a fox, okay, and we need to recreate the image using the 10 by 10 millimeter square grid. Okay, so construct the left hand side of the pattern and use axial symmetry across the mirror line LL1. So here's the line LL1 to complete the drawing. Now, so we're told that each of the squares are 10 by 10, so each of the squares are 10 by 10 millimeters. Okay, so we need to find the depth. I've counted that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 squares high. That means if each square is 10 millimeters and there's 10 squares high, it has to be 100 millimeters in height, or 10 centimeters. The width then is 5 across, so that means the width has to be 50 centimeters. Okay. Now, so I just want to go ahead there now, and I'm going to draw in the actual image for the fox. Okay, so just using the different points, I want you to join the different dots where each of them is. Okay, and I'm going to pause this and let you do it, and then you can come back and restart the video again. Okay, now, so I've recreated the image here, and I've added a little bit of color to it as well. So the next thing we want to do is now we want to recreate this image by axial symmetry across. Okay, so we need to complete the head of the fox logo. Now, so as I said in the previous video, I want to always label the different points that I want to transfer across. Okay, so I'm going to, this is LL1, I'm going to label this here maybe A, B, C, D. Okay, and now we'll take some others in between. So I'll call this one here E. This is on these points here are along my axial symmetry line, or my line of symmetry, so I don't have to do them ones. And I'll call this, I'll do F, G, and H. Okay, so I've just labeled them. Again, you don't necessarily have to put them in the order I did. You can call this A and this B and this C if you like. Just have and just so you know which is which, basically. Okay, now, so my line of symmetry is we're told it's the line LL1. Now I'm going to put this in red pen just to show you. Okay, now there's no, okay, that line LL1 is my line of symmetry. You don't have to color it in. Or put in red. I'm just doing it in light or in red just to show you. Okay. Now, I want to complete axial symmetry. We said what we need to do now is I need to draw lines perpendicular to that line of symmetry from each of the points. Okay, so I'm going to go from point A first. I want to draw a line from A perpendicular to that line of symmetry. Okay, so I know it's perpendicular, it's at 90 degrees, and I'm going to bring a line out. Okay, again, these are all light construction lines. I need to find A1 over here. So I'm going to get the distance, I'm going to put the point of my compass on the line of symmetry, on the same line, on the point that I drew the perpendicular line to the line of symmetry from A, and I'm going to take that distance. Okay, so I'm getting the distance here, I'm rotating around, and I'm marking it off. And that's going to get me A1. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of them. So I'm going to take B here now. Okay, I'll try and line out from C, line from D, point from E. So A and F are on the same line, that's okay. And G, and from H. Okay, so these are all light construction lines. So I need to get, I'm going, next one I'll work on is B. So I'm going to get the distance from B, from the line of symmetry to B, rotate it around, and that's going to get me B1. C1. Okay, and that's going to be H1. So now I have all my points drawn. Okay, I have them all transferred over. Next thing all I need to do now is just join them up. And I said the reason I like to, so we notice now I don't have to draw this grid over here at all. There should be no need for you to redraw the grid over here. If you're doing that, you're not doing it correctly. Okay, you should be transferring all your points using axial symmetry like this. So I want to draw them up, and the next thing I'm going to do is join all the points. Okay, so I know I see A joins to B here, so A1 has to join to B1. Okay, B to C, C to D. Now just be careful, D doesn't join to E in this case, okay, so just be careful of that. So we see B joins to E here, so B1 has to join to E1. E joins to F and also to H, okay. So we see that they're all lining up on the one line. Okay, what else? G joins to F. So there's a line coming along here. And there's a line okay, and then I'm just about done. Okay, so I've recreated the image over here, and then you can just go ahead, and I'm actually missing one. Here we go. You can just go ahead then and just colour in the different areas of it. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it for a second, give you a chance to colour it in. Okay, and when you're finished, you should get something like this. Okay, so at the start we drew the square grid, 10 by 10, 100 millimeters high, 50 millimeters wide, drew in the logo, and we use axial symmetry then across the line LL1 to transfer all these points across, and we did not have to recreate the grid over here. Okay, so I want you to complete this question, and I want you to use this question as well in order to do question 2 yourselves. Okay, so question 2, page 93, exercise 8.2. Okay, so you should be doing that also.